The Loneliness Epidemic, How Living Alone After 65 Cuts Your Life by 10 Years. At 72, Helen discovered something that added 15 years to her life expectancy. And it wasn't a miracle drug or expensive treatment. She was sitting in her doctor's office when he delivered news that would forever change how she lived. Helen, living alone at your age is more dangerous than smoking a pack of cigarettes daily. Did you know that living alone after 65 can slash your life expectancy by up to 10 years? That's not just a statistic. It's a wake-up call for millions of seniors facing the loneliness epidemic right now. The isolation you feel isn't just emotional. It's literally aging your body faster than nature intended. But here's the game changer. Helen discovered practical strategies that not only reversed her isolation, but added quality years to her life. Today, I'm sharing her exact blueprint. Simple actions you can take starting tomorrow that combat loneliness and potentially add a decade to your life. These aren't complicated medical procedures or expensive programs. They're real-world solutions that work for people just like you. If you're ready to transform your golden years from lonely to lively, hit that subscribe button now and ring the notification bell, because what you're about to learn could literally save your life. Stay tuned as we reveal the shocking science behind why loneliness kills, Helen's remarkable transformation, and the exact steps you can take to ensure you're not just living longer, but living better. Your future self will thank you for watching this entire video. When researchers at the University of Chicago studied blood samples from isolated seniors, they made a terrifying discovery. Chronic loneliness triggers the same inflammatory response as physical injury. Your body literally treats isolation like a wound that won't heal. Think about this. Being lonely after 65 damages your health as much as smoking 15 cigarettes every single day. But unlike smoking, you can't see the damage happening. Dr. Julianne Holt-Lundstad's groundbreaking research tracked 3.4 million people and found that social isolation increases premature death risk by 50%. That's higher than obesity, air pollution, or lack of exercise. Here's what's happening inside your brain right now if you're living alone. The hippocampus, your memory center, actually shrinks when you're isolated. Stanford neuroscientists discovered that lonely seniors show 20% faster cognitive decline than those with regular social contact. Your brain treats loneliness as a threat, keeping you in constant fight or flight mode, flooding your system with stress hormones that accelerate aging. The most shocking finding: just 2 hours of meaningful social interaction weekly can reverse these effects. Your brain is remarkably adaptable. It can rebuild those neural pathways at any age. Scientists call it neuroplasticity, and it's your secret weapon against isolation's damage. But wait until you hear what Helen discovered next. A simple morning routine that transformed her brain health in just 30 days. Before we reveal that, let me ask you, have you noticed your memory slipping lately? Drop a yes in the comments if you're ready to reverse these changes. What's coming next will blow your mind. What I'm about to share might shock you, but it could also save your life. Living alone after 65 creates 4 hidden health bombs ticking inside your body right now, and most doctors won't tell you about them until it's too late. Health bomb number 1. Your immune system shuts down. Carnegie Mellon researchers found that lonely seniors are 3.7 times more likely to catch viruses and take twice as long to recover. Why? Isolation suppresses your T cells, your body's warrior cells that fight infection. Without regular human contact, your immune system literally forgets how to protect you. One study showed that socially isolated people had 40% less antibody response to flu vaccines. Your loneliness is making every illness more dangerous. Health bomb number 2, your heart is under attack. The American Heart Association revealed that living alone increases heart disease risk by 32% and stroke risk by 29%. Here's the terrifying part. Lonely people have higher blood pressure even while sleeping. Your heart never gets a break. Dr. Sarah Pressman's research found that isolation causes your body to produce excessive fibrinogen, a protein that clogs arteries. You're essentially giving yourself heart disease just by being alone. Health bomb number 3, your brain ages in fast forward. Rush University tracked 823 seniors for 4 years and discovered that lonely individuals experienced cognitive decline 20% faster. But here's what they didn't expect. The damage was equivalent to having Alzheimer's disease proteins in the brain without actually having Alzheimer's. Your loneliness is mimicking dementia. MRI scans show that isolated brains lose grey matter in regions controlling emotion and decision-making. You're not just forgetting names, you're losing pieces of who you are. Health bomb number 4, your sleep becomes your enemy. University of Chicago sleep researchers made a startling discovery. Lonely people wake up more frequently during the night, even if they don't remember it. These micro-awakenings prevent deep REM sleep, the stage where your body repairs itself. Without quality sleep, your cells can't regenerate properly. You age faster, heal slower, and wake up exhausted. It's a vicious cycle. Poor sleep makes you more isolated, and isolation ruins your sleep. Which of these surprised you most? Type 1 for immune system, 2 for heart disease, 3 for brain decline, or 4 for sleep problems in the comments below. I'm betting number 3 shocked you. It certainly terrified Helen when she learned about it. But here's the hope. Every single one of these health bombs can be diffused. Helen's story proves it. In the next section, you'll discover the exact steps she took to reverse years of damage in just months. If you're feeling overwhelmed right now, take a deep breath. Help is coming. Helen sat in her empty kitchen that Tuesday morning staring at her coffee cup when she made a decision that would change everything. Instead of drinking alone again, she grabbed her purse and walked to the neighborhood cafe. That single choice became the first domino in toppling her isolation fortress. At first, Helen just sat quietly with her coffee and newspaper, but something magical happened. The barista remembered her order by day 3. The usual Helen? Those 3 words were her first real conversation in weeks. By week 2, she knew the barista's name was Marco and he was studying for his nursing degree. This wasn't just coffee anymore, it was connection. Here's Helen's genius strategy. She started building what I call micro-connections, brief but meaningful interactions with people she saw regularly. Her mail carrier, Frank, became more than a uniform at her door. She learned he collected vintage postcards, so she started leaving interesting ones in her mailbox for him. Their 30-second chats grew into 2-minute conversations about travel and history. At the grocery store, Helen chose the same checkout lane each time. Rosa, the clerk, began asking about Helen's famous banana bread recipe. Within a month, Rosa was bringing her own baking disasters to share, and they'd laugh together while other customers smiled at their friendship. These weren't deep relationships yet, but they were human connections that mattered. Then Helen discovered her secret weapon, the 5-minute rule. Every single day she committed to one meaningful conversation, lasting at least 5 minutes. Not small talk about weather, real conversation. She'd ask the pharmacy tech about her new grandchild, discuss books with the librarian, or share gardening tips with her neighbour. 5 minutes, that's all. But those 300 seconds daily began rewiring her brain away from isolation. The technology breakthrough surprised even Helen. Her son had been begging her to try video calls with her grandchildren in Seattle. "I'm too old for that computer stuff," she'd always said, "but loneliness has a way of making you brave." She bought a simple tablet and asked Marco, the barista, to help set it up during his break. That first video call with 6-year-old Emma lasted 47 minutes. Emma showed her every stuffed animal, drew pictures and sang songs. Helen cried happy tears. She hadn't felt this alive in years. Soon, Helen was having virtual lunch dates with her grandkids every Sunday. She'd eat her sandwich while they ate mac and cheese, 2,000 miles apart, but together. Her daughter-in-law later told her that Emma started praying for Grandma's happy heart every night. Technology wasn't replacing in-person connection. It was adding layers of love Helen thought she'd lost forever. But the real breakthrough came when Helen accidentally discovered something that multiplied her connections exponentially. She was at the cafe one morning when she overheard two women discussing their struggles with loneliness. Without thinking, Helen turned around and said, "What happened next transformed not just Helen's life, but an entire community. Before I reveal this game-changing moment, I need to ask, what's stopping you from taking that first step out your door? Comment below with your biggest barrier to connection. Is it fear? Pride? Not knowing where to start? Your answer might help someone else break free too." In the next chapter, you'll discover how Helen went from isolated widow to community leader, and the scientific reason why helping others became her fountain of youth. Trust me, you won't see this coming. When Helen turned to those two lonely women in the cafe and said, "Would you like to join me? I hate eating alone too," she unknowingly triggered what psychologists call the helper's high. Within minutes, three strangers became friends, sharing stories over coffee and discovering they all lived within blocks of each other. But Helen's real transformation was just beginning. A week later, while returning library books, Helen noticed a handwritten sign, "Volunteers Needed, Reading Program for Adults." Her teacher's heart skipped. She hadn't felt useful since retirement, and here was a chance to matter again. The librarian, Janet, nearly hugged her when she volunteered. "We desperately need someone with your experience," she said. Those words, being needed, ignited something dormant in Helen's soul. Here's what science tells us. Stanford research shows that volunteers over 65 live longer and report 44% better health than non-volunteers. But Helen discovered something even more powerful. Purpose becomes a magnet for connection. Her Tuesday reading group started with 3 shy adults struggling with literacy. 6 months later, it was a thriving community of 12, including immigrants learning English and seniors rediscovering the joy of books. Watch what happened next. It's what researchers call the multiplier effect. One student, Carlos, brought his wife Maria to practice English. Maria brought her sister. The sister brought her neighbour. Soon, Helen's reading circle spawned a cooking exchange, where members shared cultural dishes and stories. That led to a weekend walking group. Each connection created 2 more, like cells dividing. Helen went from knowing nobody to being surrounded by a chosen family. The structure saved her life, literally. Having commitments gave Helen a reason to wake up. Mondays, lesson planning. Tuesdays, teaching. Wednesdays, coffee with her reading group graduates. Thursdays, preparing materials. Fridays, one-on-one tutoring. Weekends, social activities with her new network. Depression thrives in emptiness, but purpose fills every corner. Dr. Patricia Boyle's Rush University study tracked 1,238 seniors and found those with strong purpose had 2.4 times less risk of Alzheimer's. Why? Purpose reduces inflammation, lowers cortisol, and stimulates brain growth. Helen's cognitive tests improved dramatically after 6 months of volunteering. Her doctor was stunned. Her brain scans showed increased grey matter, reversing years of decline. But here's the unexpected twist. Helping others triggered a biochemical revolution in Helen's body. Each time she saw Carlos finally read a menu by himself or watched Maria write her first letter in English, her brain released a cocktail of endorphins, serotonin and dopamine, nature's antidepressants. She was literally getting high on helping. The compound effect was staggering. Helen's students became her advocates. When she mentioned struggling with her garden, 3 students showed up that weekend with tools. When she caught flu, her reading group organized meal deliveries. The helper became the helped, the teacher became the student, the giver became the receiver. What gives you purpose? Don't say nothing. That's your loneliness talking. Maybe it's mentoring young people in your career field. Perhaps it's teaching skills you've mastered, cooking, crafts, carpentry. Could be volunteering at animal shelters, hospitals or schools. Type your purpose in the comments even if you haven't found it yet. Someone reading might have the perfect suggestion. Here's my challenge. This week, spend 1 hour helping someone else. Just one. Teach a neighbour to use their smartphone, read to children at the library, share your expertise at a community centre. That single hour could become your gateway to connection, just like Helen's. Coming up next, The practical strategies that work for any senior, regardless of mobility, location or resources. You'll learn the exact blueprint Helen created that's now being used in senior communities across the country. But first, if Helen's story is inspiring you, smash that like button right now. Your engagement helps other lonely seniors find this life-saving information. Here's your toolkit for destroying loneliness. 5 proven strategies that work for any senior anywhere. Helen tested each one, and the results will amaze you. Strategy number 1, morning wellness check partnerships. Helen paired with her neighbour Ruth for daily 8 a.m. phone calls. Just 5 minutes. How'd you sleep? Taking your medications? Plans for today? This simple system saved Ruth's life when she didn't answer one morning. Helen called 911, preventing a severe stroke from becoming fatal. Find your check-in partner through church, senior centres or apartment communities. 2 lives, protected daily. Strategy number 2, shared meal programs. Eating alone kills appetite and nutrition. Helen joined Dine with 9, groups of 9 seniors rotating dinner hosting duties weekly. Can't cook? Try potluck circles where everyone brings one dish. No transportation? Virtual dinner clubs via video chat work brilliantly. Research shows shared meals reduce depression by 41% in isolated seniors. Food becomes medicine when seasoned with conversation. Strategy number 3, interest-based tribes. Forget generic senior groups, find your people. Helen's book club attracted former teachers like herself, but look deeper. Model train enthusiasts, amateur photographers, true crime podcast fans, vintage car admirers, passion bridges age gaps. Online platforms like Meetup have thousands of specialty groups. Can't find yours? Start one. Helen's mystery readers over 70 grew from 3 to 30 members in 4 months. Strategy number 4, intergenerational magic. Helen volunteered as a classroom grandmother at the local elementary school. The energy exchange was electric. Kids gained wisdom, Helen gained vitality. Try tutoring teenagers, teaching crafts at youth centres, or joining Big Brothers Big Sisters as a senior mentor. Research proves intergenerational contact improves cognitive function 23% faster than peer-only interaction. Young energy is literally contagious. Strategy number 5, the pet factor. When Helen adopted Max, a senior rescue dog, everything changed. Pets provide schedule, purpose, and unconditional love. Dog walking creates instant community. Other pet owners naturally chat. Can't handle a dog? Cats require less maintenance. Allergic, fish, birds, even robotic pets provide companionship. Studies show pet owners have 36% fewer doctor visits. Max forced Helen outside daily, where she met half her current friends. But here's the strategy that shocked everyone. Helen created a connection calendar. Every Sunday, she scheduled one intentional connection for each day of the upcoming week. Monday, coffee with reading group. Tuesday, volunteer teaching. Wednesday, dog park socializing. Never more than one big commitment daily, but never a day without human contact. This systematic approach eliminated lonely days entirely. Which strategy speaks to you? Comment below with the number 1 to 5 that you'll try this week. I guarantee one will fit your lifestyle perfectly. The next strategy might surprise you. It involves technology, but not in the way you think. Think technology is just for youngsters? Helen thought so too until she discovered tech tools designed specifically for seniors that transformed her isolation into connection. Here are 5 game-changing solutions that even the most tech-nervous senior can master. Solution number 1. Senior-friendly connection apps. Forget complicated Facebook. Try Stitch, the companionship app for adults over 50. It's like finding friends in your yearbook, but they're all still alive and looking for connection too. Helen met her walking buddy Gina through Stitch's Activities feature. Papa connects seniors with compassionate companions for everything from grocery shopping to concert attendance. These apps use large fonts, simple interfaces, and actual human support when you're stuck. Solution number 2, virtual community magic. Senior Planet hosts daily online classes. Helen learned watercolor painting from her living room alongside seniors from 40 states. Get Set Up offers over 2,000 live classes taught by seniors for seniors, photography, cooking, yoga, even TikTok basics. Helen's Spanish class includes members from Australia to Zimbabwe. Geography disappears when loneliness is the common language. Solution number 3, learning that heals. Coursera for Seniors and Great Courses Plus aren't just education, they're community. Helen joined a history course with discussion forums where she debated World War II with a veteran from Belgium. Brain training apps like Lumosity include social challenges where you compete with peers worldwide. Learning together creates bonds that outlast any classroom. Solution number 4, telehealth support groups. BetterHelp offers senior-specific group therapy sessions via video. Helen joined a grief support group, 8 widows sharing pain and progress weekly. SilverCloud provides mental health programs with peer interaction. These aren't cold medical appointments, they're warm circles of understanding. Insurance often covers costs, and sliding scales help fixed-income seniors. Solution number 5, smart safety that connects. Alexa isn't just for weather updates. Helen programmed hers for medication reminders and daily check-ins with family. GrandPad tablets come preloaded with senior-friendly video calling and emergency features. Motion sensors alert chosen contacts if daily routines change. Lively wearables detect falls and connect you to responders who know your name. Safety becomes social when technology has your back. The breakthrough moment? Helen realized technology wasn't replacing human connection, it was multiplying it. Her tablet became a window to grandchildren, a doorway to new friends, and a lifeline to support. Every app she mastered boosted her confidence. The woman who couldn't program her VCR was suddenly teaching others to use Zoom. Pro tip: start with one solution, master it, then add another. Helen began with simple video calls, built confidence, then explored online classes. 6 months later, she was moderating a virtual book club and teaching smartphone basics at the senior center. The student became the teacher. Which tech solution interests you most? Type 1 for connection apps, 2 for virtual communities, 3 for online learning, 4 for support groups, or 5 for smart home devices. Your answer helps others see they're not alone in their tech journey. Next up, Helen's incredible 2-year transformation that will leave you speechless. But first, if you're feeling inspired to try just one of these solutions, hit that like button now. Every like helps another lonely senior find these life-changing tools. Two years after that lonely morning in her kitchen, Helen's life is unrecognizable. Her calendar, once empty, now requires color coding to track activities. Mondays, water aerobics with her Stitch friends. Tuesdays, teaching reading. Wednesdays, dog park crew. Thursdays, virtual Spanish class. Fridays, dinner club. Weekends, grandkid video calls and volunteer projects. Her medical records tell the real story. Blood pressure down 20 points. Inflammatory markers reduced 40%. Cognitive assessment scores increased 28%. Her doctor jokes she's aging in reverse. Helen's prescription medications dropped from 7 to 3. Her sleep improved from 4 hours to 7. Depression screening negative for the first time in 5 years. But numbers don't capture the joy. Helen's phone buzzes constantly. Friends checking in, students sharing victories. Her book club debating plot twists. Last month, 15 people threw her a surprise birthday party. She cried remembering how her 72nd birthday passed, with only a card from her son. Helen's advice for seniors starting their journey: take one small step tomorrow, not next week, tomorrow. Call someone, join something, show up somewhere. Loneliness whispers, stay home, don't listen. The first step is terrifying, the second is easier, the third becomes natural. You're not too old, too tired, or too anything. You're exactly who someone needs to meet today. The ripple effect astounds her. Helen's reading program inspired 3 other volunteers. Her walking group spawned neighborhood watch improvements. Her story motivated the senior center to create connection coordinators, volunteers who identify isolated seniors and gently draw them into activities. What started as one woman's battle against loneliness became a community movement. I thought I was saving my own life, Helen reflects. Turns out I was saving others too. Loneliness convinced me I had nothing left to offer. Purpose proved loneliness was a liar. Want proof it works? Drop a heart if Helen's transformation gives you hope. Share your own transformation in the comments. Your story might be exactly what someone needs to hear today. Helen's message to you is simple but powerful. Loneliness is optional. I chose connection. You can too. Remember, living alone cuts 10 years from your life, but 5-minute daily conversations, weekly purpose-driven activities, and simple technology bridges can add those years back with interest. You've learned the science, seen the strategies, witnessed the transformation. Now comes your moment of choice. Will you stay trapped in isolation's prison, or will you take that first brave step toward connection? Start tomorrow. Make one phone call, join one group, download one app, volunteer 1 hour. Your future self, healthier, happier, surrounded by friends, is waiting for you to begin. Don't let another day slip away. Your life is too precious to waste in loneliness. If Helen's journey inspired you, hit like and subscribe right now. But more importantly, share this video with someone who needs it. You might just save a life today.